Now, I know for a fact I'm not going to get him, but Wheel, I'd really like Alan Shearer. I'd really, really like Alan Shearer. Look how good this man is. Oh, he could keep us up. But Newcastle are in second, so it's not going to be easy. What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 2 of Win One Take One. If you missed episode 1 in this series, do go check it out. Of course, we are playing on the 0102 database. Alan Shearer's here. He's pretty tasty. And, well, today we've got 2 matches coming your way, as we are going to be taking on Newcastle United, who are currently second in the league. And then we're going to be following it up with a game against Fulham. And, well, before we get into today's first game, just as a reminder of the rules in this current scenario, we are managing Charlton. Last episode, we beat Everton to climb off the foot of the table. And the mission here is to stay up. But we can't sign anyone. We can't sell anyone. Instead, the wheel behind me determines all of our transfers, and the results on the pitch determine all of our outgoings. Hopefully, today we're going to bolster the squad that little bit more, but against Newcastle, I am anticipating us losing a man. Anyway, before we get into the game itself, we need to give the wheel a spin, so shall we go do that? All I really want from this wheel today is better than last time. We had £500,000 last time. Wheel, be kind to me. Be kind to me, wheel. It didn't get the memo. What can we get for £750,000 from Newcastle United? Let's have a look at their squad here. Sort by value. And I'm going to be honest, it's not a great deal, but there is a Craig Bellamy, a 22-year-old Craig Bellamy. His pace could be pretty useful. Of course, I mentioned last episode, we don't have many wide midfielders. We don't have many centre mids, so I'm really feeling like that's the area to improve. Last time out, we did draft Gascoigne. I have to play him today as per the rules. If we draft a player, they are included. Craig Bellamy feels too obvious. I couldn't bring Rob Lee into the midfield. I mean, look, I'm working on the assumption we're going to win here. This is window shopping. We're not going to be able to go into the shop. It's currently closed. We're probably not going to win. Why am I doing this to myself? The Shearer dream is dead. The Craig Bellamy dream, it lives on. Maybe. In terms of team for today's game, this game is only 2 days after the previous fixture, so I'm having to rotate things around a little bit in the midfield where players like Scotty Parker just aren't fit. Ordinarily, I'm not ever going to go into a game with the mindset of I'm going to lose, so I'm not going to play my best players. That seems dumb. Of course, with the rules of this series, it would be possible to cheese it in various different ways. That's not my life. But because this game is just 2 days after the previous fixture, Scott Parker, he's tired. He's tired after the last match, as are a few other players. So it's a bit of a changed squad. We're still looking at the likes of Yule and Johansson up front because our star man, Stewart, he got injured last episode. He's the club top goal scorer. We're without him for the next few weeks, really. So that's going to be a mild challenge. And in the midfield, of course, Gascoigne, Gaza himself. Hopefully he's going to be okay as our playmaker. I mean, he can playmake. Whether or not he can actually play football, I suppose, is a slight... I didn't realise he had 7 stamina. You know, usually when a player gets old, their physicals drop off, but literally... I mean, he can balance. It'll be fine. I'm wondering if I should even play him as an advanced playmaker here. Maybe a deep line playmaker with less running is the better option. You know what? That's what we'll go with. With Stewart out as well, Jason Yule comes into the team. He's pretty good, although he's got 1 goal in 8 so far with a 6.63 average rating. So, I'm going into this not too optimistic. We have to give Paul Gascoigne a number. I know some of you are very, very touchy about the squad numbers. I'm not. He can have number 12. Congratulations, Gaza. Hopefully he's going to have a debut to remember. I mean, of course, Newcastle, they are second in the league in this save game right now. They've got Shea Given in goal, Kieran Dyer, Baggio, Gary Speed, Alan Shearer, Laurent Robert, even Steve Coldwell on the bench, and Michael Chopra as an impact sub. That is, I don't know if the word terrifying is the right word to describe Chopra with, but we've got it. I mean, he's probably quite good. I'm ripping into him. Our best striker is Stewart, so make of that what you will. Anyway, let's get into this game. Let's get a win. There's not much that we can win. Really, today is about not losing an important player. I will happily take a draw here. And while Gascoigne, free kick. Paul Gascoigne scores a free kick. He doesn't need to run. You know that playmaker thing where I said he can play make, but he can't play? He can absolutely bloody play it. It's Gazza's playtime. He was already running back to the centre circle as he hit it. He knew it was in. So now you're handsome with the ball as well. We bring it forward again. Elliott slides in, but it goes to Jason Yule. Where are you going, Yule? Inside to Todd, who hits it. And, well, Todd is also in the centre mid setup. He's not very good, is Todd. We don't have very many centre mids. I mean, of course, Gascoigne was added there to bolster the ranks. Robert, corner to be whipped in onto Shearer's forehead, goes over. It's fine. It's only Alan Shearer. They're on the attack again. Oh my, no. Rufus. It's bad because we've lost a centre-back. It's also really bad because he is our best centre-back by a country mile. I mean, this started off bloody brilliantly. Now I'm looking at Mark Fish thinking, you are the man who has to save me here. I've also just realised, because he's got sent off, his average rate, his rating's just tanked down to a 6.2. Oh, we could end up losing him. So I've got you two I can bring on to play at centre-back, or I've got Paramati. Now, I think we're going to have to go with Paramati. He's not really a naturally kind of a centre-back at all. We'll swap him and Fish around. I'm a bit... Fish, why is your name not in the centre? What is this? I'm very... Is that upsetting anyone else? Is that just me who's being upset? Probably just me. Right, confirm changes. I mean, we probably had a mountain to climb before. It feels like we've got a space mission to launch at this point if we want to get through this game. I'm a bit worried about the striker being isolated. I'm wondering if Gascoigne needs to play advanced playmaker. It might not matter. Laurent Robert scores. I'm worried. I'm very worried. We might be about to lose our best centre-back inside the first 2 matches. Oh, I don't like this. It's a great finish by Robert as well. Kylie made some big saves for us last match. I kind of need him to make more big saves here. I'm panicking. Right, Todd. Todd, ball-winning midfielder on defend. Gaza, you're going to have to do a little bit more running here, mate. It's probably a little bit late now. It's 1-1 to be kind of trying to really shut up shop. We've got to try and save Rufus. Time waste from now. The meltdown has begun, everyone. The meltdown. If you had your sweepstakes on episode 2 being the episode where I started really panicking, give yourself a coconut. Give yourself a point. You're correct. I mean, somehow we've got to half time here. Nothing happened after they scored. That is another half like the end of that half. Perfectly fine with it. Don't think it's sustainable. We've scored with our only shot on goal. I mean, no one's. The dressing room hate me. I have no power here. I have no influence. Anything I say, they just ignore me, and it's just sad. Powell lumps it forward. Chase it. Oh, I really thought we were going to get there for a second. I was starting to believe. I know, dangerous. Still, though, Newcastle bringing it forward. Kieran Dyer has it. He knocks it past his man. Save it, Kylie. Come on, Kylie. We're doing this to save Rufus. Who I am almost certain on a 6.2 it would be the player that we lose should we lose this game. Fish gets it away now. They've got another corner. I can't look. Away? I don't know. It's a shot that's gone out. It's gone out for a throw-in, that shot. That's fine. More like that, please. I mean, if we could FM them here. If we could do it. I shouldn't even entertain the thought of it, really. Todd to Gascoigne. Tries to pick out Robinson, who's playing out on the right. Gary Speed, though, is all over it. And now Shearer's through. I mean, Kylie doesn't stop it, but the post does stop it. I mean, I always believed in you, Kylie. Never doubted his ability to make the save there. Why is there a... Stop these corners. Away. Baggio free header. It's gone over. I'm thinking we should probably make some subs here, but... I mean, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to bring in Kinsella, who was the hero last match on the right. I'm going to bring in Scotty Parker... I think. No, I'm not. Because he can't play defensive mid. I'm going to take off Andy Todd and bring in Udes. Just because I don't want Todd to get sent off, to be honest. I can't go down to 9 men. Even with 10 minutes left, I'm worried. There is 5 minutes left here. Can we save Rufus? Nothing's happening. I'm perfectly fine with this. You know what? Home draw. Down a man. Yeah, they had loads of chances at the end, but it was never in doubt. Rufus, I want you, Rufus, to go around the entire dressing room and thank each of the lads. They have just bailed you out. You could have been going up north to Newcastle. I mean, on the whole, I think we should be relatively happy with this for a first game. We've not lost anyone. We've got a point. A VAR-affected match. Let's just ignore that bit. They don't have VAR in 2001, 2002. Maybe in this alternate timeline. Unfortunately, as nice as a point might be for us against the team who were in second, we are still only 2 points ahead of Bolton, who are bottom. We're still in the bottom two. And, well, we've still got a game to play, of course. We're going to be taking on Fulham. It's in a matter of a few days. They are in 17th. This is a chance for us to beat a rival, to weaken a rival. Let's see if we can go and make it happen, shall we? Okay, guys, for game number 2, we are taking on Fulham, a team who sit 1 point above us and in the safety spot. I'm hoping today that we are going to be able to leapfrog them. If we just have a quick look at this Fulham team, their key player is John Collins, who is a very Gascoigne-esque player. Probably not the man we're going to be going for. Unlike a lot of the teams that we're going to stumble across with this, they've not really got anyone worth a whole lot of money other than, I mean, maybe Edwin van der Sar's the man to go for. He is actually very, very good. I also noticed Mario Melchiot. I mean, if we're short on centre-backs, he could be the option for us. Unfortunately, as well as being suspended, Rufus got injured in training in a collision with Paul Gascoigne. I'll choose to believe they had a scrap. He's fractured a cheekbone, so he's now injured for the next few games, which is a rather problematic scenario. Additionally, and this is a little bit embarrassing, I forgot that we have Jonathan Fortune in our team. He's actually not that bad at centre-back. I mean, he's got the mentals of a teacup, but the man can jump. He's not too slow. I mean, in our team, he's quick, which isn't really saying a lot. So maybe he's the man to step in this game and get us going. Just to look at our team, I'm giving Gascoigne another go. After he scored that free kick, I think he's earned the chance to have another game against Fulham. And well, as nice as it is to eye up their team, to look at their possible signings, we need to give the wheel a spin. It's been absolutely awful to us so far. Wheel. I'm asking for kindness. Please don't let me down. 20 million. 20. Now, here's the issue. I've spun a big value. Great. I've spun a big value on a team where the most valuable player that's fit is worth 1.8 million. So I could sign anyone from Fulham. I want you to look through this list now. If there's a player that you would sign, who would it be? Who are you going for in this list? That's the comment question of the day. I mean, Steve Finnan's there. I mean, as a biased Liverpool fan, I kind of just want to bring Steve Finnan back. Also, why these positions? He can't play left back or right back, but he can play right wing back or left wing. Positions were weird back 20 years. I'm not going to ask any questions. Let's get into today's game. It is a relegation 6-pointer. It's also potentially a game where we can weaken a rival or strengthen a rival if we lose. I need a good performance. We're, of course, missing the big man at the back in Rufus. Our star striker is AWOL. We scored with one of our only shots on target last game. We got very lucky to draw against Newcastle. That was a bullet dodged. I mean, they've got Van der Sar in goal. And they've got their team is, I mean, Steve Melbronk as well. I like this Fulham team. This is a Fulham team full of kind of golden era Premier League players, I feel like. They're plucky underdog players. The Jack Grealishes of their time. That's an insult on Steve Malbronk, really, isn't it? Right, let's get into this. They're playing a 4-3-3. 3 strikers is tough to play against in Football Manager, and they've got a corner early on. We're at home. We should be the better team here. Fish gets it away. Yule, just run, Yule. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's rapid. Mario Melchiot puts in a tackle. Falls to Konchesky. Don't let him get the ball in. We're the team playing in red. I'm not used to. I was about to say I'm not used to cheering for teams in red. I've been managing Nottingham Forest for 6 months. Everyone in Football Manager, help me. Ball switched over. Young, what can you do? What can you do? Yule heads it. I mean, it was never going in. It was never go. I never believed. Van der Sar. I mean, he's just lumped it. They're quick. Boa Morte. We're fine. Relax, Jack. Relax. It's fine. They've not hit the target yet. Neither have we. Mario Melchiot throws it straight to Konchesky. That was very kind of him. Jason Yule now picks up the scraps. Could we spring a counter-attack here? Johansson with it. Could give it back to Yule. Gives it to Gascoigne. Run, Gazza, run! Yule now with it. Konchesky. Yule, what's he going to do? What's he going to... I mean, you got to go back to go forward. Remember that. Oh, my word. Chris Powell has scored by accident, and I don't know what's happened. How's that gone in? He's tried to pass it in to the box. Johansson's just missed it. He's kicked the air. He's whiffed it. I mean, maybe Jason Yule knew what he was doing when he was giving it to Powell. I mean, it's quite fortunate, innit, to be honest. Is it bad that I want to start time waste? Just a little bit. Just a little bit of time waste. We've taken the lead. Yeah, I know. Look, there might still be 65 minutes left, but we need to time waste. Yule with it. Switched over to Kinsella. He was the hero of episode 1. He picks out Konchesky, who I never really believed he was going to score that. I do feel like our game plan right now is lump it forward to the 2 fast strikers that we have. I mean, so far it's worked quite well. Although there's a lot of football left to be played. Gascoigne with it. Tries to pick out Johansson. Does pick out Johansson. Who just dribbles straight into... I don't like Johansson. Can I take him off? I've picked him because he's fast, but actually he's not very good at kicking a ball. You know what? Salako. I mean, he's got 5 caps for England. He can't be worse. The one fast player on our team I'm now taking off. I've lost my patience. I've been patient with him. I've watched him play a fair few matches. Now they're on the attack. Marley, I mean, that's because Johansson missed, and I'm not forgiving him for that. You can call it reactionary. Salako, come onto the pitch, Salako. I want to say it's really sexy football. They've just lumped it forward to their fast strikers. We're not very quick at the back. I should debatably, I should drop the defensive line. But confirm that I'm not doubting myself, Football Manager. Let's just drop it a little bit. Look, I like Fish just because of his name as much. It's a name I can say everyone and pronounce correctly. But I've not been convinced by him so far. I mean, what's the reverse of the curse of the commentator? The blessing of the commentator? Never doubted Marky Fish. Gascoigne gets an assist. Gascoigne might end up being the best player we sign all series. Oh, I love it. Anyway, at the break, we're ahead. I'm still going to tell the players I'm far from pleased because I don't think we've been that great, to be honest. But we've scored 2. I was about to make a change and then a highlight began. I don't really want a second draw in an episode, you know. I mean, Yule. I really thought he was going to pull away there. If we got 2 draws in an episode, we'll stop calling the series Win 1, Take 1. It'll just be called Draw 1. Nothing happens. It's not as catchy a name, is it? Young gets it away. Gomer's got it now. Collins. Malbronk. Hales. Collins. Oh my God. They've just carved us open. And it's 2-2. There's 25 minutes left. I'll just shout at them. That's what managers used to do back in the day. None of that tactics baloney. None of these false nines or trequarties. You just demand more from your lads. It was quite a nice goal as well. I mean, who has the lowest rating right now? Konchesky, but Gascoigne's not far away. Neither is Kinsella or Parker. In the event that players are tied on average rating, just because I didn't mention this, I can choose the player I lose. I don't know who I'd pick. I mean, when it's Gascoigne and Parker who have the lowest ratings, it's going to be very upsetting. But maybe I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. That feels like a recipe for disaster. Hales! Carly holds on to it. Van der Sar lumps it forward. Fish wins it in the air, but they win it. There's lots of lumping of the ball being done here. Hales, switch to Harley. There's 10 minutes left. Fish gets it away. It's a 2-on-2. Gascoigne to Salako on off the bench. What can he do? I mean, he hasn't really got the pace to take it there, has he? There was so much hope and optimism in my voice. Was not needed. We're bringing it forward again. Kinsella is dispossessed by Harley. Hales now has it. I mean, Legvinsky gives it to Marley. He's through. I shouldn't have. Just get rid of the time wasting. Get the offside trap back on. We're pressing again. It's not great. It's not great. Oh, my word. Konchesky's on a 6.4, but there are other people not far away. Probably should make some other subs, right? Let's bring in Robinson for... I'm going to take off Kinsella for Robinson. And then, you know what? Mendonca. Or Bartlett. Bartlett's not bad. Let's bring in Sean Bartlett for Jason Ewell. I am panicking. I need something here, lads. I need a goal. I need a blooming goal. There's 3 minutes left. Powell whips it in. Salako's there. Van der Sar saves it, but Salako gets it. I never doubted him. I never bloody doubted him. I've gone to very attacking, and it's worked. I'm a tactical genius. The absolute scenes here. Gascoigne, Powell. Powell lumps it across. Salako heads it down. Van der Sar, questionable. Salako, it could be an important point. There's another highlight. Please just end the game. No more. No, Bartlett. Go on. Go on, Bartlett. Salako's in the middle. Salako's in the middle. His effort's blocked. Young is cleared away. I mean, Fortuna, just put it out. There, that's what... Love that. Love that. 3-3. I mean, it's been a classic. You can't say we're boring. I mean, just blow the whistle, ref. Just end the game, please. I mean, who would we have lost? We would have lost Konchesky. We nearly... I think the big thing today is we've saved players today. Paul Konchesky, count your lucky stars. Thank you, Van der Sar. And best performer, John Salako. That sub. 200 I'm a genius. Is he transfer listed? Get him off he's starting every game now. Get him off the bloody transfer list. John Salako. What a player. Ignore the fact he's injury prone, hates big matches, and he has one jumping reach I didn't even notice. Don't question it. Look, we've got 2 points in our mission for safety. Yes, we've not gained or lost anyone. I mean, I feel like we've gained a player in John Salako there. I'm ready to start a cult around him. Unfortunately, as great as a point is, it doesn't get us any nearer to safety because Fulham also got a point. You can see West Ham have dropped into the kind of lower depths here, but they've actually got a game in hand where I don't know if they're taking on Everton, but whoever they're taking on, I mean, beat them for us. Get West Ham down here with us. Elsewhere, I'm just looking at things here. Southampton got a win towards the foot of the table. They beat Bolton, who are bottom. Blackburn beat Middlesbrough to climb again away from the bottom. And Sunderland beat Ipswich, which again, that moves Sunderland away. The results have not gone our way there. And now the transfer window is open, so everyone else can go and sign players. I'm sat blooming trading them. Also, my scouts have found Leon Osman. You're not helping me right now, scouts. Anyway, next episode, we've got an opportunity to win a bonus player because we've got some cup games. We're going to be taking on Plymouth Argyle. Do they have any players? They don't. Okay, well, they don't have any players, so I won't come back for that Plymouth game. Hopefully, we can keep the cup run going. The cup games are an opportunity for us to get some bonus players. Most of the time, obviously, if we're taking on a lower league opposition, we're going to be winning a worse player who then has to play the next league game. Given Plymouth don't have any players, that ain't really going to work. So next time out, we've got Blackburn in 10th, Derby County in 13th, both away from home. I feel like today's games being at home definitely helped us out. Away from home, things are going to be tricky. Whether or not we save any players, I suppose you're going to have to come in next time and find out. Anyway, gang, that does wrap up today's episode from me. Little bit anticlimactic, but that's sometimes the way the cookie crumbles. I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. If you did, make sure to drop a like on the video. We will be back again in a couple of days more time. That was terrible English, but we'll be back with more soon. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel for whatever reason you've stumbled across this at episode 2, make sure to subscribe. I will see you guys again next time. It is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.